Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100. And today is the Pain Train. We are going to be buffeted from all sides. However, the Perseus setup here that we have, that we're going to be running, this is meant to be kind of in and out of battle, and if you get cornered, you can use the pipe as long as the Bridge to Glory is active. But these two gifts here, these are pretty much all you're going to need for the entire Ashen Cavern, even the fight here with the Gilded Hunter with Miguel. But we are not going to have a lot of Ichor recovery in our weapons, our gifts, or anything like that. It's all going to be from Ichor Regeneration, Field of Thirst, and Chaotic Ash. Between the three of these, we've got a 20-second cooldown, a 30-second cooldown, and a 60-second cooldown. So crazy cooldown times here that we're going to be running. However, if we do get focused by dodging around and getting hit and stuff, well, if we get hit, we're probably going to die. But if we dodge enough and we are able to get focused, we can get people poisoned and stunned with the pipe kind of at will here. So it's pretty intense all around. So you know, pay attention here, because things are gonna heat up here as we go, and it's going to be a little bit chaotic here for how things are gonna happen. Okay, so we'll be trying to encourage a lot of these folks to engage with us at distances that allow for our gifts to encourage them to be fought at. And you can see there that we're able to keep up on Ichor as long as we have too narrow of a pass. We are able to keep up on Ichor if we are able to kind of engage with folks here at range. And this is bad news when this fella starts getting involved, because things go south real fast. But you can see that if we do get cornered, we can indeed use our pipe to pretty good effect here overall. But that is only as long as Bridge to Glory is active, and that can be somewhat problematic to say the least. So here we are going to go past this lady. We're going to run over here. We're going to grab up her. Oh, that is exactly why I wanted to grab her first, because you will be shot in the back several times here by these fine specimens. So it is important that you dispatch of them very quick, as you can see. Okay, and you. All right. Let's see about this fine specimen here. Great, and let's go ahead and heal. Now, as you can kind of get the flavor for already, the invasion is going to be extra super special as we go along here, and we'll see it. We'll give it 1 or 2 attempts maybe, and then we'll see about what is going on afterwards. Now, you can hear this big boy in the back here running over. Yep, here he comes. So that is going to be a serious no for me. Yeah, so let's get rid of him. Let's get gift extension going. And we are going to need Bridge to Glory, because our pipe is super important to our survival here. There we go. As you can see, it makes quick work of these folks all together. So since she's not really going to move, this is going to help us significantly here to get Ichor back. And because we have very little abilities here, this is going to be super important. Okay, so everybody poisoned, and you can see there that if we get focused, it's like 1 or 2 it's only like 1 or 2 attacks or something, 3 attacks, and folks get poisoned and stunned immediately pretty much. So it is very worth it to make sure that you are engaging there in such a way that allows you the ability to super engage with everybody at a moment's notice, because just because of that just because of that ability to get folks poisoned or damaged very, very quickly there and easily. You can see like how intense and fast. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, that was not. I saw it coming a mile away, and for whatever reason, I didn't react somehow. Oh well, that's how being goes. But you can see that any one mistake at any one point in time, and it's just curtains immediately, just because of the fact and the nature of how this entire setup is going to go here. So we'll take this here. Whoops. Okay, for some reason there, we did not get what I was going for. And you can see that most of the time it's kind of hard to keep up with the camera because of what we are doing. So we'll just run to the missile now because we went through these guys already and there's no reason to repeat our past mistakes here. Now playing, whoops, that was really close, too close for comfort. But the real joy and the fun of playing this is the fact that you're playing the pipe and you're actually able to pretty much overall dominate all the enemies through here very, very easily and very, very well. Like, there's no real standing around time where you're waiting for things to happen, because there is just so much happening all at one time that it's very hard to keep up with like what you need to be doing, what gifts you need to be having active, and so on and so forth. It becomes a real chore the deeper into this you get, and the more intense the gameplay, and the more enemies that you involve, the harder it gets to be able to keep up with what's going on. So, and this lady, she always will follow you, so you can use her as a iCore battery here to load up on and kind of use like chaotic ash and things early here. Okay, whatever with that attack there, and you can see that like this helps us to load up here, and we will take our chance here at the invasion. The invasion is definitely not the how in the world did that miss? The invasion is not the item here of intent. Whoops. Okay, we're dead. We can't even get to the invasion trying to use our gifts, but oh well, we almost got both of them there in the one shot with our frost wave, and that was really unfortunate that it didn't kill both of them, because that was a gamble I was going to take, was either take both of them out or we get killed. So you know, and that's just how Vayne rolls with these kinds of setups here, is kill or be killed kind of. Yep, and here she is. Okay, and if you go for a backstab, she'll always go for the side swipe attack on a subsequent attack here. So if you just use another Aurora Flash, she will disintegrate immediately. Okay, so this is typically what happens. She runs over, and then it's a one-on-one fight. And this becomes kind of a trivial matter of sorts. And the pipe is not to recover iCore or anything. The pipe is simply to have something that will deal basic damage while you are engaging these enemies, because of the fact, that so many things can attack you so quickly. It's really, really important that you have some kind of backup plan at all possible. Okay, so for this guy, we'll just hit him with a frost wave, which is fine. With this thing, we'll get some iCore back from this. Ouch. I was a little late there on the dodge. And you can see that that's much faster as a backup plan than anything else going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these going, and then we will get into the invasion, as difficult as this will be. Okay. And we're dead. Okay, so you can see that Aurora Flash is going to be the super bread and butter here of what we are doing. But for the most part, it won't be, you know, a good time there in the invasion. And that is not what we are really here for. We're here for the Miguel fight. And so we gave it one attempt there at the invasion, and we're just going to move on for now. This is a really well balanced agility setup for engaging kind of single targets one after another, not huge groups all at one time, even though we do have some ability to do groups. We don't have the longevity to be able to engage groups at extended long periods of time, but you'll see here versus the Gilded Hunter, we will have plenty of mobility, and most of the time you'll be focused because you'll be dodging a lot of attacks. Now, if you want to dodge more attacks, you typically want to be normal mobility for this fight, because that is where you get the most abilities for your dodging abilities come in. Oops. Oh, wow. That was weird. Okay. Okay, now if we could get focused, and as you can see, quick mobility does not allow us like any focus frames here. For whatever reason, it is not a favorable level of mobility for this fight. It is really hard to get focused in quick mobility, but as soon as you turn into normal mobility, you become very simple to get focus frames. Whoops. And you can see that as soon as we were in phase 1 here, or phase 2 here, we were able to get focused pretty quick, but that was mainly because we were getting slapped in the face. So this is a really cool setup, because you have to go toe to toe with the Gilded Hunter here. There is no hiding behind your weapons or anything else. It is all about just being in the fight and engaged at all times. Okay, there's a little bit of focus frames. Not much. Okay. And you can see that we really don't have a whole lot of ability here to dodge something that does get us focus. So, okay, that's unfortunate that missed. Whoops. Okay, that's very nice. Oops, I should not have been attacking there, but okay. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts very much. As you can see there, that is, oh, unfortunate timing for him to do the explosion right on top of us. Oh well, that's how things happen. But that's the thrill of the Gilded Hunter fight, right? Is that the more heart pumping and adrenaline inducing it is, the better the fight gets, because this fight actually is a really fun fight. Because of how fast he plays, you have to kind of step up your game to either play super fast alongside him, or you play slow and take the hits and everything. It's kind of a very interesting dichotomy here with this guy. There we go. We got a little bit of focus there. Not much, but some. Okay, if we could get focused here. Oh, there we go. In phase 1. It's pretty awesome because we can get him poisoned and stunned pretty close here in phase 1. Okay. Oh shoot. I knew he was going to do a second one, but didn't have enough time to actually react in my little brain. But phase 2 is where things get interesting because most of it's dodging, but if you can get your attacks in, especially Frost Wave, if you can get Frost Wave in phase 2, you are going to do incredible amounts of damage as compared to phase 1 stuff. So phase 2 is where you want to try and focus some of that engagement if you can. It's not always possible, but it's definitely a very useful point to be able to do that. So. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, he's not gonna stay here, but whoa. Oof. That one comes out lightning quick. And you can see there, 1,033 damage is really good for the pipe at any point in time. But it's, oh, come on. That one just comes out so fast, and there's really no read or tell for it, and it just comes out like boom right in your face. And because most of the time you're watching him to see what he's going to do, the time from when he raises up his halberd to the time that he starts roller skating across the entire arena there to knock you down, it's very fast. And it looks like some of his other attacks and stuff, so you don't really have a good read as to when he's gonna do it, because he'll stand there and pause all the time before he's going to do it. But that pause looks like, you know, he's not going to do something, but then he comes out and just okay, he just comes out and demolishes you, which is really unfortunate. Okay. Oh, come on. Why was I not close enough for Chaotic Ash? Why did that not hit him? Okay, see, now we're focused, but he can't be poisoned or slowed now, or stunned, so it's really unfortunate that... Whoa, see how fast that comes out? That is crazy. Okay, come on over here. Oh shoot. I wondered if he was going to do 3 or 2. You never know if he's going to do a third, because his combo is exactly the same for 2 or 3. There is no difference. It's just whether or not he decides that he's going to go for a third. So I thought I had an opening after the second one because he hasn't done the third very much. But the third one is where you can get a really easy parry in. If you can kind of predict it that he's going to do 3, you can dodge, and then do a parry, and you'll get it every time, regardless of where he's like facing and stuff. So it's a pretty easy one to get. I just wasn't sure if he was going to do that, so whoops. Good, that finally hit him. And those are easy to parry as well, if you know them coming. I don't know, he just decided to break himself and take a knee right there. Oops. Okay. Two, and see, he's gonna do the 2 that time. Oh, I was not having a good time there. Okay, too bad. We didn't quite get him poisoned there. That is really unfortunate. Oh. Typically he does that right there. That move, the charge poke. Typically he does that when he's far away, but that was unfortunate. But the Miguel fight has always been a like a surprising fight, because you can kind of do it however you want. You can do it slow, you can do it fast, you can do it weapons only, you can do it gifts only, you can do it all kinds of different ways, and it's always a fun, enjoyable fight that never ever disappoints, just because of the way that his AI is set up and how his fight is actually set up. It's really, really enjoyable. Oh. Okay, and we know all of this, which is great. Oh shoot, there's the fast one. Oh, okay. Yep. See? And again, he did the... And there's the third. So that's the tricky part about when to guess and when to predict, because there is no reading anything. It's all muscle memory of reading not reading, of memorizing what that pattern is, and then just knowing that after the second attack, he's always going to do a third one. But as you can see, typically in this fight, so far he's favored the double attack over the 3 attack, over the triple, and so that has been a little bit of a brain number here that he has not been engaging properly, whatever properly may mean. He's not engaging that way. Okay, we missed each other. Oof. Got me right in the middle of the iframes. That is the Gilded Hunter. Always giving you a, something new to think about. And that's really what it comes down to with the Gilded Hunter, is a battle of attrition. Like who will break first, because you either shoot him to death with a bayonet and he becomes the simplest boss, or you go toe to toe with him and he becomes pretty tough, or you try and do your defense route and then he becomes very hard. But there's all kinds of these in-between kind of topics here that you can get into with him because of how unique and different he is, that he has 2 phases that he goes back and forth between that no other boss does that for, which is pretty awesome that he does, because it's a very, very enjoyable way of going about facing a boss. Oh boy, where is he? Okay. Yeah, there's that dash. Okay, now this is dangerous territory here. Yep, because of that. Oof. I did not see him coming on his roller skates all the way across the arena. Oh man. But the funny thing is that if you play this fight, you'll notice that you'll play it either like really, really well, or you'll make like a bunch of little dumb mistakes that will cause you to die immediately. And in the end of it all, he's actually not that hard of a boss. What makes it hard is if you want to get attacks in phase 2, that's what makes it difficult, because his openings are so much smaller than phase 1, and if you're trying to kill him in phase 2, kind of what I'm trying here, it becomes very hard, because if you're just quick dodging, you can kind of get away from him in phase 2 fairly easily, but it's not so simple and straightforward if you are trying to engage him here in phase 2 as much as I'm trying to. So keep that in mind as well. Somehow he hit me with the sparkles on his stuff there. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and power up. I'm going to heal up so I don't get one shot here. So here in phase 2, if you just kind of stay back, whoops, instead of dodging at the wrong time, you can kind of just stay away from him and things kind of go well. But in phase 2, that's when he's the weakest, and so that's why it's important to try and put the pressure on as much as you can in phase 2 to make sure that you take off as much health of his as you can, because phase 2 is where you can really start to chunk out some of that HP. And as you can see, our pipe in phase 2, because of the ice weakness, it becomes an incredible force that we're doing like 1,000 something every single clink, and because those clinks can come out really, really quick, as the pipe is a very, very fast one-handed sword. You can see there that we just can clink out several hits very, very easily, very, very fast. Okay. Miguel, your time is up, my friend. Okay, here we go. Come on, Miguel. What do you got for me today? Let's send that down range. Whoa, that was fast. Okay, let's... Oof. Brutal. He's just absolutely brutal. The guy's a maniac in phase 2. And as soon as you get out of the rhythm and out of sync with his attack pattern, it's pretty much death because of the timing that your dodges have. Everything kind of is on a specific pattern with him, and things can get really out of chaos, hectic order very, very quickly. And so you want to kind of maintain some kind of speed balance with him in order to kind of match him. But as soon as that changes, it becomes very, very tough to get back onto some kind of balance here. Okay. Whoops. Oh, of course you had to power up right then and there, didn't you? There we go. Okay, so you can see that it's either like play perfect almost or die. And that's the really, really fun part of the beauty of the Miguel fight is just that level of intensity. So, and it's not a very long fight. No matter what you do, it's not really a long fight, but you can see that it's so worth it to attack him in phase 2 because he had like 60-some% of his health in phase 1 that he was at, and then he entered phase 2, and by the time he was done with phase 2, he was down at like 15% or something. So it's really, really important that you get those hits in phase 2, just because of the fact that he's weak in that stage to ice in particular and pierce. So Frostwave and the Hoarfrost Pipe here are doing good work in phase 2, but as you can see, our stun buff and venom buff didn't really help us. They helped us versus 2 enemies this whole time, so these two are kind of something you can add as a bonus, but it's not really super important that you have those. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed the Miguel fight, and we'll see you then. Bye.